Has the lockdown changed consumer spending for good? We know that online shopping has increased because of the months-long closure, but according to a new Angus Reid survey, that shift in how and where people spend their money could last long after this pandemic is over. A survey of 1,500 Canadians found spending online is not only here to stay, but will continue to grow.
The reality is there is no more e-commerce or offline commerce. It's just commerce at this point, and it's just where the consumers are.
The survey found that only 51% of Ontarians plan to shop primarily in person after the pandemic, compared to 82% of Ontarians that shop primarily in person before the pandemic was declared. It also showed only 8% of us shopped completely in person throughout the pandemic. The largest numbers of those shifting to online shopping were young adults between the ages of 18 to 34 years old, at 44%, compared to 6% just 1 year ago.
The experience online has also improved dramatically. So there's something to be said about retailers upping their game, right? So the user experience on these sites, the conversion rates, the way the messaging, the authenticity, everyone's had to up their game because it's becoming a crowded space.
The numbers not coming as a surprise to Mount Pleasant Village BIA Chair Greg Heller.
As you know, merchants, we have to adapt where possible, figure out what the new model is.
Heller is also the owner of the Chef Upstairs. He says he had to shift online, offering virtual cooking classes, something that is now here to stay.
What percentage of the business it'll be moving forward, that's anybody's guess, but it could be 10 or 15%. So it could, in the future, give us a good bump. And it allows, things like doing birthday parties where your family's spread across the country.
Embracing the change, Heller says the Mount Pleasant Village BIA is looking to partner with neighboring BIAs to come up with a virtual hub, a one-stop shop for customers to buy local, which will be released sometime this year.
Instead of having 200 merchants, we'll have close to 1,000 merchants that could all participate in this one portal. And then that gives you strength. And in terms of a consumer, when you're going to look for something, it'll almost be like a little mini Amazon kind of thing.
While the numbers show an increase in online shopping, it still remains relatively low percentage of overall spending at about 5 to 7%. But experts predict that number will skyrocket soon.
Those are still very, very early days. The expectation is that one day that's going to be 30, 40, even 50% of overall retail online. So there's never been more of an exciting time to invest and ensure you're online ready.
Melissa Nakhavoly, City News.